All right, today's video, I wanted to make a list of top 10 sneakers that you could buy right now for under $150. And this is a list for yourselves if you haven't tried any of these sneakers, or for people if you're trying to find a nice gift. I was just trying to think of like 10 that I definitely would be like, yeah, I would definitely give those ones to somebody for that price point. So this list is in no particular order. I want to cover some more lifestyle sneakers, and then there's some like ultra comfortable pairs as well that I considered for just daily wear, also just ones that I really enjoy. That being said, let's go ahead and start off with a pair of Brooks. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about these recently, and it's been one that I've been eyeing ever since I saw the Staple collaboration. That is the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 4. They retail at $140, so a pretty decent price point starting out. And all in all, there's a couple of decent colorways. I wish they had more colorways available though. I love that they dug into the history with the Adrenaline line, back to the Adrenaline 4s. Right now, they're like on the 24s or something like that, so it's nice that they're able to do that. Select colorways are sold out, but they do have a couple of them that are available in all sizes in like 3 or 4 different colorways. I'll put a link in the description to this and all of the other pairs that I'm going to be discussing in this video. But again, for $140, it fits that retro runner vibe that we've like known and loved. Like we'll see a couple of the other ones on this list that also fit this same vibe. But this is kind of a newer one that's not as trendy yet, but I feel like this one could be a trend in the future. Next one is another pair that I just really like, and the price point is under $150, right at $150 actually, and that's the Sponge Osmosis by Salehe Bembury. Now this is a model that they only are available like on his site, I think, and then there might be a couple of boutiques that sell them as well in select sizes, unfortunately, at this point. But I feel like we're going to get a lot more of these at retail once we start seeing more like releases come through. But I tried these out. They're actually really comfortable overall on feet as well. I would say that they do fit true to size. But for the fact that he's created his own independent brand with a really solid looking pair, just definitely different, definitely his vibe. But for a $150 price point is definitely something crazy. I thought they would be in the $300 range, to be honest, just based on the delivery of what I'm seeing in the product in hand. But honestly, a really solid pair, and definitely one if you're a sneaker person, you know Salehe Bembury's collaborations from other brands like, you know, Crocs and New Balance and so on, Puma most recently. So it's fun to be able to see him create his own stuff, and I think it's something that I as a sneaker person appreciate, and other people would as well if you're trying to find something to gift. Now, another pair that I think is definitely gift worthy, and one that I think is a solid deal, and that is the New Balance 990 V6 in select colorways for roughly around $140 to $160. Now, there is a Joe's New Balance outlet page that I will link in the description, and that has a whole bunch of different retros that are available for different prices. Some of them are discounted heavily already, and some of them, I believe there is a discount code for Black Friday that also applies in cart. But there's a ton of different 990 V6s available, and a couple of them in all size runs as well. And the 990 V6s retail usually at $200, so this is definitely more of a premium product. And for those wondering, this is a legit website. I will be like promoting this one more into the future because this is something that you can get a lot of good deals on. Since I give you guys a lot of reviews on New Balances anyway, the trickle down is nice to be able to show you guys them on sale. $150 is a solid price point for some of the colorways, even as low as $140 I saw on some colorways. But the 990 V6 is kind of one of their more premium runners, and it is the newest version of the 990 that we have thus far. We haven't seen anything about a 990 V7 as of yet, but we already know all of the other 990 series have done really well, even on the retro side of things. Like the 990 V3s are excellent, 990 V4s. We haven't seen a retro of the V5s yet, but for the V6s, great price point to be able to get into those if you haven't gotten a pair thus far. Next on my list, we have the Asics Gel-Kayano 14s, and the price point is that perfect like $150 price point if you're looking not to spend any more than that. It's definitely a trendy shoe. It's been on trend for the last couple years, and they always release new colorways as well, so it's definitely worth keeping an eye on if it's something that you're on the market for. They also have collaborations of this model typically as well. So I would say it's definitely Asics' most popular retro model that they have out, and still pretty trendy. Moving on, you have the Nike Air Force One in the white on whites. This is like kind of a staple. It's always a go-to if you haven't had a pair of them yet, or if you know people that are into sneakers that just don't have a pair of them yet. It is kind of like the perfect one that you could always get and have like in your collection. So they retail at $115 now, which is kind of unfortunate. They used to be like $90. $95, and they've crept up in price a little bit, but still it is a staple. The white on whites are definitely a go, and you can get them in all sizes, which is also a plus, obviously, any time of year. So it's kind of the evergreen product that Nike keeps in stock that's like always perpetually kind of cool. Also, this is a perfect colorway for a base to be able to customize your own. White on white is the perfect one, so definitely one that I've used many times with hydro dips and just all sorts of different projects. Next up, we have a pair of Jordans now on sale instead of 180. You have the Jordan 1 Retro High OG UNC colorway. I wanted to mention this one because I did notice it is in a full size run still. They do have a couple other colorways that are definitely noteworthy, but they're just sold out in most sizes now. I'm speaking about the black toes. Unfortunately, those ones were available in all sizes. Now those ones are a lot shorter in size, but the black and muslin colorway is another one to note because this is one that has a removable upper. It's all black and has a removable upper and like displays just a rainbow of colors underneath. Either one of those are solid options, and the 138 price point is fantastic as well. Now, a little bit more than that, there's a French Blue 12s, or they have some Air Jordan 3s as well, but those are in like the 150, 160 range, but also very nice options for those people looking. Personally, the Air Jordan 3s are the ones that I'd be looking at right now. I think that's a tremendous deal and a really solid colorway. So getting into more of the comfortable pairs of my countdown, there's 4 pairs that I absolutely love for the under $150 price point. The first one being the New Balance FuelCell Rebel V5. These are $145 at retail, which is fantastic. They do have regular and wide versions, but this is an ultimate pair. I wore these to Hawaii twice. I went this year twice and wore them both the entire time. They're incredibly comfortable pairs of sneakers. They're super lightweight. They're super squishy and comfortable as well, and they're ultra breathable. So all of the things that you want for like a really nice lightweight runner that's very comfortable. It's very swift looking as well. It's just like a really sleek design. I love the look of them, and the price point being under 150 is fantastic. Year round, this is my go-to one that I always tell people. Like if you haven't tried New Balance, you want a good price on a pair, like this is the most bang for the buck by far of pretty much any like runner on the market. In my opinion, this one is an absolute go. So the next one on the list is the New Balance Fresh Foam X 1080 V14. Now these normally are 165, but since the V15s are coming out, I think in January, the V14s are on sale as low as $110, which makes these a phenomenal deal for the price point. To be honest, if I had to recommend one pair to you guys, one being the 1080 V14s or the Rebel V5s, I'm going to lead towards the 1080 V14s for 2 reasons. One, the price point right now being only 110 is fantastic. 2, the range of the widths is a lot greater. They have narrow, regular, wide, and extra wide in the 1080 V14s, making these the ultimate like pair for people that have narrow feet and wide feet. And the third reason I'd recommend these over the Rebels, just overall, is that they're just an all-around better sneaker for everyday usage, in my opinion. I like the Rebels a ton, but I think that the 1080 V14s have an overall fit and feel that is just better and like more conducive of just wearing day in and day out. There's more rubber on the outsole, making the longevity last a little bit longer as well. I feel like the Fresh Foam X is excellent as well, just a little bit softer overall. And the mesh is a little bit thicker, making it maybe a little bit more durable than the Rebels as well. So all in all, like I think that it's tried and true, one of the best shoes that New Balance makes. For that $165 price point. Again, being at $110 right now is a phenomenal deal and definitely worth a cop in my opinion. All right, so the next one on my list is gonna go to the Brooks Glycerin Max at $150. Now the retail on this one normally is $200. The Glycerin Max 2s are coming out, making the Glycerin Max 1s discounted. So $50 savings is fantastic. It's a super, super comfortable pair. Max cushion craziness. I actually wore my pair primarily to Disney World. I actually meant to wear my 1080 V14s the entire time, but my father-in-law actually was having some discomfort with his feet, so I gave him my 1080 V14 since he was my size. I literally just gave them to him on the trip, and he wore those ones instead. And so all I had left was my Glycerin Maxes, which I was planning on wearing for just the recovery bit, like the second day or, you know, whatever, after my feet. Maybe could have been a little bit more sore from the first day, especially when we're going like 12, 13 hours in the parks and whatnot. But I will tell you, and I mentioned this last year when I went, the Glycerin Max was perfect. Like even though the stack was really, really big, it felt stable enough on feet. It was very, very well cushioned. It was good for walking around everywhere, but I was standing in lines for hours here and there also, and it worked really, really well. My feet did not feel fatigued or achy at all the next day, even though I was standing on them the entire time. So tried and true, it's an amazing pair at $200. Now for the first time, we're seeing them at $150. Highly recommended for that price point. Definitely worth a cop if you guys are interested. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you guys do, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to it. And again, link in the description if you guys want to buy into the stuff I'm talking about. If you guys do use those links, it supports myself and the family directly. We do get a little bit of a commission from some of those sales, so greatly appreciated. And the last pair on this countdown that I would recommend you guys buying for that $150 price point all day is the Adidas Adizero Evo SL at $150 retail. Now this is the base price of this model, but it is fantastic. It's my favorite one from Adidas this year. I told Joe LaPuma, like in his comments and Instagram, like this is one of the shoes that should have been in the top 10 sneakers of the year from Complex's list because it's a new model that is fantastic. Like, even though it is a running sneaker, it is a shoe that I wear casually and one that I enjoy wearing casually. I did see a video from that leather dude talking about, like, I don't know how people can wear these casually. It doesn't make any sense. I get it. There is a little bit of a rocking motion to the shoe, but overall, the comfort of this shoe is fantastic. It really gives you like the new modernized like Ultra Boost vibes, where it's just really lightweight, really comfortable, and all in all, very, very stylish looking as well. I think the style of this shoe, it's really in the same class as the FuelCell Rebel V5. It's like very lightweight, very breathable, very comfortable underfoot, and just overall very sleek looking, but these ones are $5 more. But the difference between those two models, in my opinion, is the Evo SL feels a lot snappier on feet. Like, it feels like if you're gonna actually use them for running, it feels like you can really get up and move. Anytime I run with the dogs and stuff, like, I feel like I can run a marathon in them, even though I obviously probably couldn't. It's just like you feel really, really snappy and very, very comfortable when I'm running. Any which way, that is another pair that I would recommend for that 150. But what do you guys think? What do you think of my list? Leave a comment in the comment section. What did I miss? What other pairs would you buy for people or yourselves for that 150 price point if that was your max limit? Hopefully, again, this was informative. If you guys want to see another video like this of a 180 price point or a $100 price point, 120, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll try to conjure up something. Shout out to everybody out on Twitter that gave me a little bit of feedback on this as well. Always appreciate anybody that leaves comments back for me over there on Twitter. But anyways, have a good day. Hopefully you guys will come back and check out some of my videos on my channel. And yeah, catch you guys later.